Thanks for coming. I hope you're having a good day. I'll be off next week for spring break. I've got to go to for my wellness checkup. They resubscribe medication for me. They'll subscribe me for another year's worth of my medication. Every 90 days, I get it. I don't know. I used to have what was called Sudden Link, and now it's called Optimum, and that's my internet provider. Hillbilly Josh and Melinda Elliott, welcome, guys. Hope you're having a good day. Oh man. Yeah, I know I look tired, don't I? I'm always tired. That's my go-to is I'm tired. Just running to get food. Just got home from work. I ate a salad that I made. I buy these bags of fixings, and it comes with the little ham and croutons and various stuff in it, and then salad dressing. And I made myself a salad this evening. I'm trying to cut my eating down. I need to lose some weight, so I'm trying to eat less. I eat 2 packs of instant oatmeal every morning for breakfast, and I have a couple of cups of coffee, a couple of coffee pods. At lunch, I usually eat what the school food is. Today, it was it's like a grilled chicken sandwich. It had, vegetables. It had some lettuce and tomatoes and such with it, and mashed potatoes, if you can believe. Not French fries or anything. Normally, when they make French fries, they're sweet potato fries. They're not, Irish potato or whatever. And Ungrateful Peasant, welcome, and Little Lone Prepper, welcome to my live stream. I'm not paying attention. I'm just talking. I went and I voted today. And when I went in, I showed my ID. I had to identify which party I was voting, and it had Republican on the right and it had Democrat on the left. So I told her, I said, well, I'm definitely not on the left, and she got a big laugh out of it. So I voted in the Republican primary. Ted Cruz is up for re-election, my senator, and I voted for Trump. And it had people who had withdrawn from the from running. It had Vimaswamy. It had several people that had previously been running that had pulled out. So and it had a bunch of stuff on the ballot, proposition stuff on the ballot. I mean, I could have written some of that stuff. I mean, it really talks about dealing with the illegal problem, what all they should do to deal with the illegal problem. and how the illegal should be dealt with. You know, I mean, really, I could have written that. I could have wrote that myself. You know, and it'll be on the general ballot, and I expect that most of it's going to pass because Texas is, you know, it is still a red state, even though they say it's not as red as it was because of all the, you know, people coming in and everything. But if that stuff passes, yeah, yeah, that stuff passes. So anyway, um, I have some stuff that I've ordered, waiting for it to come in, and I've been spending money on number 10 cans. I've been buying number 10 cans. So I've got lots of freeze dried, but in certain areas I want to really have depth in my, so like beverages, freeze dried coffee. You know, that's something you never want to run out of coffee, man. Freeze dried coffee, um, freeze dried milk. You know, beverage powders, freeze dried beverage powders, like Orange Delight, the chocolate moo, you know, the chocolate milk. Um, I've been buying a lot of that stuff, and I've got more coming in. And whenever it comes in, I always put a date on it. So, like, I haven't been out in my pantry to make more room. Well, I got it. The way my kitchen's designed is, I built it myself. When we remodeled, the wife helped me, and I had one of my former students help out. I used 3/4 inch birch plywood, and it is strong. That's the strongest part of our house as far as, you know, all the walls and the cabinets and everything. And I did floor to ceiling cabinets, and each one has a 4-foot opening, so that I can use double bifold doors. So I got two 24-inch bifold doors, and they open out, you know. And I've got 4 of those pantries along one wall, and then I've got a counter, and then I've got another 3-foot one on the other side. So I really have 5 pantries, you know. And I can store lots of stuff, and they're full. They're pretty much full. So I'm using closets now. You know, that closet back there, you see a little bit of that closet? That closet's full. I got stuff piled up, you know, in different places. I keep everything within the house as far as food related stuff, because I don't want it to get the heat. You know, as long as you keep it out of the heat, the shelf life is far greater. Joseph Moore, thank you for coming in, Joseph Moore. I've been talking and not paying attention who's here, but welcome, Joseph. So this next week, thank you for mentioning leaving a like, Uncle Al. Help me out with a like. So when you get monetized, it's the views and the likes. The likes get you more views because it gets you pushed out further. Up until getting monetized, it's the watch hours, having the subscribers and the watch hours. So I'm at that point. You know, I have over 1,500 subscribers. You have to have 1,000. And I have over 4,000 watch hours, so I just need to do the paperwork. And it's been a couple of weeks and I still haven't done it. I've been procrastinating. I've been procrastinating a lot of stuff. I need to over spring break. I'm going to do my taxes with my wife. I'm going to do my daughter's taxes and have them, you know, have them prepared. And there are a few things I need to do in addition to my wellness checkup, you know. So that's basically where I'm at in my personal life right now. Trying to make sure I take care of my business. You know, um, my bills are pretty much automatically paid. I don't have my electric bill. I write a check for my electric bill. I don't know why. Everything else pretty much comes out, but my electric bill, I still write checks for it. And I guess it's because I've heard all these horror stories about, well, I've heard the same horror stories about water, where something breaks someplace and all of a sudden you get like a $10,000 bill or whatever, Um, I've heard about that, and you have, where they withdraw it and like clean out your damned account, and it'll take 6 months to get it straightened out. But it's just a little paranoia on my part. So um, I see lots of stuff, news clips about things that they're finding out, and the concern of people coming in that are criminals, you know. And it's like, well, you can't talk about them. They're like the people who came here, hundreds of years ago. Well, we had a few criminals come here hundreds of years ago too, you know. But from the standpoint of the numbers coming in, apparently there have been over 300,000 direct flights from other countries into the United States sponsored by the administration. This something came out in the FOIA. And they're basically flying them in all over the damn place and letting them out in the middle of the night. Over 300,000. And they say they're from every Central American, South American countries, from all over the bloody place. And they're stating that there's security risks because of that. Well, hell, anytime you've got people coming in, you don't know who they are, and they're military age, males of military age, what the hell do you think, is happening? But, and people are predicting something's going, at some point, something is going to happen. So I would tell everybody, it would be wise, and I guess I've got 5 or 6 in the house right now. I guess the ones that really want to listen to what I'm saying are here, and the rest of the the woke have left. But I worry, and that's the thing about prepping. And Uncle Al says, stick to prepping, stick to your topic. Well, I am talking about prepping because this is a scenario that you got to prep for. You got to know what can possibly happen to be able to know what you need to do for it. So having food, having water, having your medication, having stuff for hygiene, having the ability to heat water, have the ability to sanitize water, to purify water, having a means of self-defense. First thing I tell people, everybody, you need a 20 gauge pump shotgun. You need something that'll hold 4 or 5 rounds. You can get a good 20 gauge pump shotgun, a Marshburg, or a Remington. You can get one for $300. You need a good pump shotgun. If all you can do is come up with $100 a month, save for 3 months, and go buy yourself a 20 gauge pump shotgun. And then after you get that 20 gauge pump shotgun, I would tell you to wind up getting a pistol, a revolver. That would be my secondary weapon. Now that revolver would be my primary weapon when I'm out and about. But at my home defense, the shotgun's the primary is the primary weapon. If somebody's trying to break in your house, if somebody's trying to do something to you, go with the shotgun first. Your backup is your pistol. And and I know Wayne may still be in here, Wayne may not be in here. Yeah, sharpening my bayonets and swords, yeah. Having knives, having a good knife. Having something that you could do some damage with if you know how to use it. And if you have one, you better know how to use it. But having a good 20 gauge pump shotgun, and then have some triple aught buckshot. If you don't have buckshot, then get number 4 or number 5 shot. Get something pretty good sized. And you need to take it out and practice with it a little bit. You need to get used to the kick. You need to fire it a couple of times without your ear protection on, and then use your ear protection. You want to know what it sounds like firing it. And I guarantee you, if you're at a firing range and you shoot that shotgun, it won't be near as loud as if you're in an enclosed space, like in a room, and you shoot that shotgun. It'll sound like the world's about to end, and you're not going to have time to go. I'm going to put my ear protection on when I go to defend myself. No, you're going to go in a split second, and it's going to be a decision. If somebody's confronting you, that may or may not be armed, there may be more than one of them. A split second decision. If they see you and they don't take off running, then you shoot. You know, you defend yourself. There's a castle law here, and you have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to stand your ground. You do not have to run from people, especially on your own property. And if you're going to shoot somebody, make sure you do it right. Make sure you take care of it. 8 in the house and 8 likes. Bus stop, hello. So tomorrow at my school we have what's called benchmark testing. They're going to be testing on the little Chromebooks, and you go into a program called Eduphoria, and we'll be able to access the benchmark test. Tomorrow they're benchmarking math. We benchmark test language arts last week, and we will be benchmark testing science and social studies, which will be for 8th grade. Because 8th grade, you benchmark all 4 subjects, core subjects: language, math, science, social studies. For 7th grade, traditionally you benchmark reading, writing, and math. 6th grade, you benchmark math, you benchmark language arts and math. And then STAR testing, which they use in Texas, is for those is the actual test, the state assessment for those subjects. And we'll be doing benchmarking tomorrow and Thursday. And they normally will give them about 4 hours or so to do it. It'll be from about 8:30 in the morning when school starts till about 1 in the afternoon. And then I have 5 students, so all 5 of them in like 3 different grade levels will be basically benchmarking, and then we have to monitor them and such. And that's it's that time of year. That's how things go where I'm at. Friday afternoon is a shortened day. It's a grading period. We're in a quarter system, so there are 4 quarters. It's the end of the 3rd quarter, and I've got to get grades in. I don't want to have to go over. I don't want to have to take stuff home with me over spring break and do it. So I've got to get my grades in, and I've got to get my IEP progress reports up to date. And that's where you basically go into each IEP and are they making progress? Are they not making progress? Are they meeting progress? And you have to basically, in your computer, you got to key that in and save it for each of those. And then when we come back, the clerk will run off that stuff and send it to the parents. And so that's what I got to do. It is what it is. They like what I'm doing. The money is good. The retirement money is good. And can I come back? Oh yeah, I'll come back next year. I've got to put in about 3 years before I can, Social Security and Medicare. Got to be basically 65, and I'll be 65 three school years from now. At the end of this year, and 3 more, and I'll have my quarters in and everything. So, we'll see what happens. But that's where I'm at. Another one of my friends who's a YouTube friend, who is the founder of the Modern Day Breakfast Club hashtag, Bert's Beats, and he is a teacher. He's a junior high teacher, and I think he's a coach. He's got a lot more energy than I do. I've got some years on him. He's in his 40s, and I'm in my early 60s. So he's got some he's got some energy on me. He puts out a lot more content than I am, and he is monetized, and he keeps coming back with just basically leave me likes, view and leave me likes on my shorts, because I'm still running on the playlist. I'm running full length on the playlist for people, live streams and such. So that's where I'm at in that one. But I'm waiting to try to get boxes. I've got stuff to send out. I'm waiting for boxes, the right size boxes to come in. And then I'll be sending out a few more boxes to people. And I'll unbox and I'll show what I've got coming in as far as number 10 cans. And I got a real nice study Bible / Haley Bible. It's Haley's Study Bible. And it's like Haley's Bible Handbook in a NIV, New International Version, combined. 1,700 and some odd pages, so I'm going to enjoy having that in. And then over spring break, I need to do an unboxing of a Pecron power station that I had purchased about a month ago. It's been sitting here. I hadn't unboxed it yet. I need to do a video on my latest Bouge RV 12-volt fridge freezer. I've got a combination fridge freezer, Bouge RV. Got a good deal on it. I bought it during Prime November, for Thanksgiving, Prime Week. Got a real good deal on it. And I keep track of prices, how things are, what they cost. And I tend to get things on a real good price, So, I'll try to watch it, bus stop. I'll try to go by and I'll try to watch it and leave you a good comment, because I know you like your comments. At any rate, 22 minutes in, 7 in the house, and 8 likes. I don't know what happened the last couple of days. I haven't had as many people. I guess they're getting tired of me. Last night I had 16 people identify themselves. And so far tonight I've had 8 so far. And I know people are doing other things. They've got other things going on. There are other people who are live streaming that probably put out better content than I do, or they have more subscribers than I do. So I guess there's thought to be, better channels. I don't know. What I do with sincerity. I mean,